Всем привет! И я дальше продолжаю проходить игру Call of Cthulhu. Так, я остановился. Давай, в пещере.
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust. These paintings must be several centuries old.
Так.
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep? This monstrous creature must be an allegory.
Какие-то символы, да?
These buildings seem to have come out of the water.
Нет, не открывается, да?
Time has weakened these structures. I don't have time to search them all.
А это что такое за жидкость?
It looks like animal oil, but certainly not whale. What's going on here?
Beers.
Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
А. Понятно, культ, да, какой-то? Вон жертвоприношения, наверное, делают.
A mass grave. A table for sacrifice? I got it. I can't breathe. What's happening?
Нифига.
Is it my turn? Yes, it is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
Good enough. prove it to us.
It's like in my dream.
А, ну.
It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual. I can't read Latin.
Так. Ну да. Прямо ж точь-в-точь, как во сне.
You who sleep, accept this dream under your immortal will.
Ya Cthulhu Siha Fitag.
I feel him. You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him pass through every part of you. Bring me more sacred flesh. You who sleep. We pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that?
Оправдать.
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your proto... He's here!
I feel him. You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Let him bring us more sacred flesh. All you who sleep. We pray for your
It
return
looks like a kind
into
of
the
deep
kingdom
coma.
of the earth.
What could this ritual have done to them?
We are ready for the ceremony.
Подожди, я не понял.
Your protege.
His awakening is complete.
А,
Join you shortly.
блин, пропустить надо было. А я не знал, что здесь вон кто-то есть.
Stelbas Natulu, Lenalaf, Kleel noch Schlag, Rele, Gorkanira, Sigov, Eniapedach, Nikif, Kristelbas Natulu, Lenalaf, Kleel noch Schlag, Rele, Gorkanira, Sigov, Eniapedach, Nikif, Kristelbas Natulu.
Bradley, what are you doing here?
I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
An intruder!
Oh, shit! Don't move! Police! Don't move! I won't hesitate!
Bradley, get
to
back!
shoot.
Get back!
You asked for it!
Ох, и других завалило. Выход.
Light! At last.
Prepare another shot for injection.
He's having a seizure.
He will survive. Strong subject. There, he's opening his eyes.
You saved him, Fuller.
I can't get up.
Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps!
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
You were dead. He killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead. Me too, we were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No! What happened to me?
Так,
Where am I?
что произошло со мной? Где я?
Mr. Sanders. No! I can't leave here.
You've got no choice, Sanders, and neither do we.
You don't understand. If I go out, he'll see me. No! No!
You're leaving this cell.
I don't want him to find me.
Так.
They tracked and hunted me, pursued me right into their dreams. They scribbled all over their maps in the wake of my lonely wanderings.
А. А чё не все стоят?
No sea is dark enough to hide the color of strong enough to scatter my dreams. When the last of them rises up, you will choose. I will not be here to bear witness to it, because you will have released me. But the earth will resound to your cries, or theirs. Awake and free me.
You there. Wake up. Come on, stand up. We don't have much time. Can you stand up?
Who are you?
A friend of Ethan Bradley. It was he who told me that you had been interned here.
Wait. Bradley is really alive? I don't understand. You filled me so full of drugs I can't distinguish dream from reality.
Please believe that I have nothing to do with these disgraceful treatments. Look, I don't have time to explain everything. I'm not really supposed to be here. And the same goes for you, according to Ethan. You must leave as soon as possible, and as unobtrusively as possible. I've brought you your clothes. Let me go ahead. We'll meet upstairs.
Wait a minute. Why should I trust you? I don't even know your name. All I have is a woman dressed as a doctor, which is not particularly reassuring.
I am Dr. Marie Colden. I work in this institute. But that does not mean I approve of everything Dr. Fuller does. He hides a lot of things from me, especially on this floor. We must not stay here. There are 2 men standing guard near the stairs. It's the only way to the floor above. I shall try to distract them, and get at least one to come with me. All you need to do is to follow me as soon as the way is free.
Understood. What does this mean?
Ну-ка.
Am I in an asylum? Sarah. Why the strange symbol repeated over and over? This is no medicine. What did he write about the painting?
Так.
Sarah Hawkins is on this list of authorized visitors.
Так. Улики. Все, мои предметы вернули, да?
If I don't get out of here, I'll end up like him.
Ну, вдруг какая-то, может, дверь открытая.
Poor wretch.
Не.
Dr. Colden, I would like to say that I'm surprised to see you, but we all know that your curiosity will be your ruin.
I don't understand. These people need care. You keep them in this terrible place as if...
Go back upstairs where your patients are waiting for you to treat them. As for you, gentlemen, do not disappoint me anymore. No one enters or leaves.
Yes, Doctor. Damn it. I'll have to find a way of getting rid of those two myself.
I know.
Это он что, типа... Боится?
The machine is working again, but the control wheels haven't been put back on.
I was just going to the storage room. I can bring them to you.
No, Dr. Fuller doesn't want us touching the pressure valves.
As you want. I'm gonna see if there's...
Good God. What could this machine be used for? This machine seems to consume a great deal of electricity. I can still increase the load. It's an ammeter. I didn't expect to see one on this little... Have I activated anything? Is there a connection between this corpse and the machine? The corpse is complete.
Нифига,
Whose
чем
are
они
these limbs?
занимаются?
Worse and worse. Vats of rotten flesh? An elaborate electrical system? What's the connection between this meat and the electrical installation? Do the cops know what's going on? What will happen if I increase the current to the limit? I can still increase the load.
Так, где-то еще, да, есть. Да.
Zoology, esotericism, mineralogy, and Sarah Hawkins. She was a patient here. Dementia, self-inflicted wounds, anatomy, anthropology, nothing surprising. It's done. Now for the others.
I think we've got a walker.
One, two, three, four,
Just got a few days to go.
What is welling up inside me?
4 days at most.
I feel it in my head and in my body. It roars and swells. It has strange proportions. Waves rise and crash, leaving behind them only a trail of white, nourishing gold. He is my master.
You. Yeah, you there. Come here.
What do you want?
Sleep. That's all.
Sleep? You don't want to leave?
No. Have you seen the storm that's brewing? I'm fine here, except for one problem.
You want sleeping pills, right?
Yeah, and in exchange I can make noise. Lots of noise.
You'll draw the guards to your cell to allow me to escape.
So, you in? Find something to make me sleep, and I'll take care of the guards for you.
Is it the noise that disturbs you?
No, it's the nightmares. We all have, and afterwards.
If I find something, who knows what I'll do?
Don't play the wise guy because you're on the outside and I'm not. So, have you got him?
Not yet.
Hurry.
Нет, ну я тебе снотворное как, блядь, найду?
He'll find me. He can see me. Let's calm down, please. No, no. Ah! Pain is just information, dear. Answers. Invaluable information for my research. Kill me. Kill me. What?
Locked.
Заперто.
Exactly what I need.
I fear your mind is lost forever.
Perfect.
I'll go take a look. There.
Ай, отбейся! Ой, блин. Да, тяжеловато.
Where do they keep their sleeping pills? Scopolamine, morphine, opium, nothing but common drugs. My new friend's sleeping pills.
Не паникуй, главное.
I saw something.
Давай, давай, уходи этот. Успокойся. У него, блядь, что, фобия какая-то, а? Блядь.
The green gas leaves from here, and it runs through the whole building. Perfect.
Так. И стоп, 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 стоп. А куда ты пошел?
It's impossible to break this chain with my bare hands.
Ну-ка.
This lever must turn on the gas machine. There's nothing happening. The control wheel is missing.
Вентиль еще нужен, да, какой-то?
This valve controls the pressure.
Стоп, 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 подожди. Ну, я все правильно, да, сделал? Ну.
Theoretically, I've only got one lever to push. I've got what you want.
Show me!
Ай, блин.
There. And remember, they don't come for free.
Don't you worry, you'll have your diversion. Go on now, go hide yourself. The crows! They're everywhere! Make them go away! Help!
What now?
The birds! They're attacking!
That nonsense again.
I could use this control wheel to turn the valve I saw.
I'll go take a look. Saw something over there. This way.
Так.
nothing happening.
Так, ну я там что-то взял. А, так, улики. Предметы. Ключ от комнаты, ключ от подсобного помещения, колесо. Подожди, подожди, у меня есть же. Да, этот кран, ну-ка.
Now for the next step.
Так. Все понял. Только один.
What carnage?
Офигеть.
All the levers are activated.
If I walk, I do not sleep. Don't let me sleep. He does not catch me. If he does not catch me, I do not sleep. If I do not sleep, I do not see him. He does not call.
Так, здесь рычаг вон включенный.
That should draw the attention of the guards. I should hide.
Damn it. What's going on? Is there...
Не, я, может, не туда, конечно, и прячусь.
Doctor, is that you?
Don't you worry about the doctor. Right now, he'll have plenty to keep him busy with his precious machine. It gives us time to get away. I'll undo you.
Get away? Get away where? I can't go anywhere. It'll find me, like it found me here. You're mistaken about the beast. Don't stay with me, or you'll end up the same way.
You're Sanders, aren't you? I heard you from my cell. What did they do to you? What does Fuller want with you?
The doctor? You think it's the doctor who scares me? The doctor wants to heal me. But he's the one who's crazy. He wants to restore my sight. He wants to give me back my eyes. And yet I told him that I didn't want him. I do not want to see it anymore. The real culprit is Sarah. Her and her accursed paintings.
You're kidding me. You're talking about Sarah Hawkins.
The one and only. The legendary. There is no artist more enlightened or cursed than Sarah Hawkins.
Is she cursed because of something she did to you?
No, it's because she's cursed that she harmed me.
On purpose. You say that Sarah Hawkins harmed you.
If it were only me, her conscience, her guilt were eating her away. But she never wanted all that. Well, not really.
What's going on this island?
I'm so sorry. We should never have met.
What are you talking about?
Destiny! It has trapped you. Don't let it see you, or you won't be able to escape it. Don't look at it. That's how it finds you.
What finds me?
Sarah Hawkins' visitor. The Shambler.
Sanders, pull yourself together.
Without her, it's no longer possible to save me.
No! Sanders! What the hell? I gotta...
Нифига себе.
This is insane. What killed him?
Да, в страшных муках умер. Блин, газ попал.
Damn! The gas! Oh, my head.
Later. We need to move on.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink. No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
Fine. Do what you want.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I?
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the Force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I met a Francis Sanders. Do you know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
Так, The Voice.
Let us go now and learn the truth about what's happening on this island.
The other night's events are still confused in my head.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders? I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here. You know each other?
We met briefly. Time enough to iron out a few matters. The main thing is that we understood one another. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, Detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders. But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
How did you come to meet Sarah Hawkins?
We were the wealthiest and most influential families on Darkwater. Of course we would know each other. And when Charles returned from Europe with his sweet little artist, she and her sinister paintings were destined to catch my husband's eye. He bought many of her works over the last 5 years. They adorn his macabre gallery.
May I ask you what Miss Baker is doing here? How do you know her?
My business with Miss Baker is private, Mr. Pierce.
But you do know what kind of business Miss Baker is in, don't you?
I am no fool. Please believe that much, at least.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Так. Картину, да, смотреть надо. Так.
Did she really care for him after all? The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives. A house of artists. A house of artists. Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even? Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why? The Shambler. I need to see it.
Так. А ничего, да, я чего так? Ее по дому хожу.
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph. A strange Amerindian pendant. I could use one of those. Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for an old diary.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
I have a well-off client in Boston who heard about the death of Francis Sanders and wanted me to size up his estate before making an offer to his widow.
Perfect, Detective. The pretext? The body language? I would have bought it if it was the first time I'd seen your face. You're a good talker, Pierce. Your story will do for the moment.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say? Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Так, ну ладно. Давайте я здесь закончу. Всем спасибо, кто меня смотрел. Ставьте лайки и подписывайтесь на канал. Всем пока!